And we are live. Welcome, everyone. I am on YouTube Live right now. I'm also on Twitter Audio Spaces. We are going to do 5 minutes ish on Real Madrid's performance at halftime. This could be a new thing. I'm lucky to be doing this at home right now, and I'm going to be probably trying to do this at the Burnabout regularly moving forward, and possibly getting some journalists and guest press row at every halftime show. So this is a new thing. It's popping off, so I can already tell this is a thing I should just do every single time. um, Me just trying to delay the inevitable and coping with this Real Madrid performance, trying to put off actually analyzing what I'm seeing, and it's not great. Look, first game after the international break. I don't know how many times we can use that excuse every time, but we also have all the injuries. I don't know how many times we can use that excuse. At some point, you have to stop making excuses for all the players missing, for the schedule, and just start analyzing what you could do better. I think there's a few things that are contributing to the absolute chaos in this game defensively. One is that the turnovers deep, and not all of them are pressured. Some of them are completely unpressured, and all they require is a simple pass out of the back. We're gifting Real Sociedad a ton of chances, and for that reason, I don't know if it was just, it's almost like it compounds. One player does it, then it just more players do it. It contributes to the chaos, and we're gifting these players a bunch of great chances. They've hit the crossbar twice. One was Sukic, and the other one was it? I think it was Becker, and we got off the hook with those ones. There was another one where Goulier gets a heavy touch in our box and redirects it the wrong way. He should have opened up the other way, but he does a heavy touch in the box centrally. It falls to Kubo. We're lucky Kubo's shot is deflected. And there's a bunch of just moments like that. The other thing is our defense higher up the pitch is horrible too. Our pressing is non-existent, and it's just the forwards walking around. And on the rare occasions where our forwards actually do press well, then the rest of the team is not in sync. So we should not be giving up these transition opportunities out of nothing. You should not be conceding a transition attack when Real Sociedad are building from the back and you're in a deep position. Like, that should not be happening. How many times do we say the worst place to be in football from a defensive standpoint is neither pressing nor defending in a low block? When you're in between, you're basically rolling out the red carpet for the opponent to carve through you. So that needs to be addressed. I actually thought, and look, it's really unfortunate Brahim was injured. So this just contributes to the fact that I still have no idea who's injured and who's not, because it's just hard to keep track of at this point. It sucks that Brahim went off injured. He actually created two good opportunities, and I thought his dribbling out of pressure and his positive attitude towards playing progressive passes was good until he got subbed off due to injury. And Rodrigo's first touch and his ability on the ball was pretty good when he came into. But the thing is, it's not really like a personnel issue at this point, I don't think. I do think our ball progression suffers greatly, and it's not just Cruz. Without Cruz, without Bellingham, without Camavinga. So you have three of your best ball progressors out of the equation right now. And Camavinga, what he's really good at is his movement between the lines and getting into pockets of space into the final third. I know that Lucas posted that screenshot on Twitter of, the gap between the midfield and the attack, and there's a zone where players are not occupying. Camavinga gets into those zones really well. I will say this though, Lucas, and I don't know if he's listening right now, but it doesn't matter because I always talk to him in person as well. But I do think that screenshot was somewhat cherry picked. Most of those screenshots that we get from telecasts that are just giving us one screenshot of one particular game state in a split second can be very cherry picked. If you actually look at the heat maps, that exact zone where you wanted people to occupy, Goulier, Brahim, Modric are occupying those zones constantly. I think part of the problem is that Fede right now is playing the DM, and Fede is so good at driving the ball forward from a right CM position. And look, what are you going to do? You don't have Tchouaméni or Camavinga, so there's only so many options you can have to play DM. But Goulier dropped deep a couple times to play quarterback. Fede has not been able to progress the ball much because he's limited in that 6 role on and off the ball. And Modric is also doing that too. So this goes back to the idea of sometimes it's just you need more defined roles and more rigidity and more symmetry. For what it's worth, today it's actually been quite symmetrical. You had Mbappe overloading the right wing a lot. We actually did get Mbappe into good zones, not great clear cut chances, but at least decent positions in the box where he can get a shot off. That sequence though, where he cooked, I think it was Aranbaru on that left side, he should have just cut it back. I think it was Goulet was in a great goal scoring position, but he tried to shoot from an acute angle and just didn't. He just couldn't pull it off. One thing that I think we should emphasize more, and I thought it was pretty much the only thing that made Real Sociedad uncomfortable, was the counter pressing. That 3-minute stretch from minute like 20 to 23, when Real Sociedad couldn't escape their third, it was only 3 minutes we actually did that. So if you want to create more opportunities, I think more possession in the final third, and just be ready to counter press, because they don't look great escaping counter pressing right now. More of that, and more from Vinicius. Right now, Vinicius is struggling getting past whoever's on that side. Whether it's Aguerd, who comes on that side, whether it's Aramburu. I think Zubamendi's done well to double up on that side as well. Kubo also dropping very deep. So they're putting a lot of emphasis on Vinny right now, and I think that's part of the reason why Ancelotti has also asked Mbappe to go to the other side. But if you can't find space, you need to create them artificially through better counter pressing and more higher volume of that. Because right now you can't be in this state of limbo that you're in right now. That's pretty much it. We are going to be live on YouTube right at the final whistle, and we're going to break this down much more detail. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, because this could turn into Real Madrid winning 3-0 and a lot of improvements, and hopefully not the alternative, which is losing the game or dropping 2 more points, which you just can't afford to do already. So, see you guys at the final whistle live on YouTube, and see you guys after. I hope you guys have a great second half. I hope you guys enjoy it, and hope your blood pressure is intact, and please take care of yourself. Go outside. Maybe these like last 2 minutes that we have before the second half starts, go outside, do some push-ups, splash some water on your face, meditate, and come back with a rejuvenated heart and normalize stress levels, so we don't kill ourselves. We can't have mass suicide during this game. All right. Hala Madrid. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you guys after the game, and peace out.